Table salt can be purchased in a box quantity of 1.5 kilograms. A full salt shaker holds 37 grams of salt. Calculate the number of such salt shakers that can be completely filled from one box of salt. Notice that 1.5 kilograms is the amount of table salt that is inside this box. And a full salt shaker holds 37 grams of salt. Here, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 1.5 kilograms and convert it to grams. The reason why we're going to do this is because we have two different units. We have kilograms and we have grams. And in order to do our operations, or in order to do our computations properly, we have to ensure that both units are the same. And so we're going to take 1.5 kilograms and convert that into grams. What is 1.5 kilograms in grams? How many grams is 1.5 kilograms? In order to do this, we're going to take 1.5 and multiply it by 1,000. So 1.5 times 1,000 is 1,500. And so that means that 1.5 kilograms is equal to 1,500 grams. And so that means that inside of this box of table salt, there is 1.5 kilograms, which is 1,500 grams. And they want us to figure out, or they want us to calculate the number of such salt shakers, the salt shakers that has 37 grams of salt. Calculate the number of such salt shakers that can be completely filled from one box of salt. So we have one box of salt which contains 1,500 grams, and we have a full salt shaker that contains 37 grams of salt. So how many salt shakers can be completely filled from one box of salt? In order to do this, we're going to divide. We're going to take 1,500 and we're going to divide it with 37. So 1,500 divided by 37. And our answer is 40.54054,054. Now, what does this mean? Well, this 40, right? This 40 means that 37 can go into 1,500 40 times. And this decimal part indicates that there is a remainder. And so 37 cannot go exactly into 1,500. It can only go 40 times, and there will be a remainder. And so practically, what is that saying? That is saying that there are 40 of these salt shakers can be completely filled using this box of table salt. And what does the decimal part tell us? The decimal part tells us is that even though there are 40 salt shakers that can be completely filled from this one box of salt, there's going to be some salt still remaining. And that's what this decimal part is telling us, that there's going to be some salt still remaining after you completely fill these 40 salt shakers. Now, this decimal part also tells us that even though we have some salt still left over, this amount of salt that is still left over is not enough to give you another salt shaker that is completely filled with salt. So yes, you can get some salt inside of that salt shaker, but it wouldn't be enough to completely fill that salt shaker. And so that means that there's only 40 salt shakers that can be completely filled from one box of salt. And this box of salt that we're talking about contains 1,500 grams of salt. And so that means that our answer here is 40. 40 salt shakers can be completely filled from one box of salt.